All different sorts of tries as well. There was pressure on this fixture. You talk about pressure at the top, England and France. That will all be decided from match day 5 in Bayonne. But pressure at the bottom as well, two sides that hadn't a victory to their name coming into this one. It's Ireland who've come out victorious.
And worthy winners today. You know, they dominated set piece, they dominated possession and territory, just played a really clever game. Italy at times tried to force it. Obviously the lead into it was horrible for Italy, losing players to COVID, you know, having to change their starting team, just things not going their way, and then put themselves under huge amount of pressure in the first half, not using the win to their advantage. But all credit to Ireland, brilliant performance and well-deserved winners.
So that is it. Ireland have the victory at Musgrave Park in Cork. 5 tries in the bag as well. It is finished. Ireland 29, Italy 8.
Yeah, a couple hours ago we were hoping and wondering whether the components of the Irish game would click and the Irish backs would get some clean ball to show their pace and handling skills. They did. Bonus point win, 29 points to 8. Time to hear from the player of the match and stroke find of the season, I guess, Sam Monaghan. She's with Damien.
Sam, congratulations, you are the TikTok Women's Six Nations Player of the Match, and with your award we're joined by TikTok creator Rugby with Amy. Sam, congratulations. Massive, any day you win in an Irish jersey is a good day, but I would imagine in light of all the work that's gone on in recent weeks there must be an awful lot of relief as well.
Yeah, look, I mean, the last 3 weeks have been tough, and I don't think we played the rugby that we thought we could play. And it's been a tough couple of weeks, and we looked at ourselves and really did the hard work this week and knew we could, you know, really just put a show for this fantastic crowd. Like, we've had the support the last couple of weeks, and we just wanted to do it for everyone here, especially for all the Munster girls. They're delighted to have a win down here. It's just so special. It means so much to all of us.
As a squad, you've had to endure very difficult times, but you've never lost sight of the fact that this support is here, and you knew you were going to get a rugby mad Cork support today to cheer you on.
Yeah, I mean, even since we've set foot in Cork, everyone's been so nice. The hotel, we went for coffee, everyone's been so supportive, especially the last couple of weeks. We've had a tough few weeks, and I think everyone backed us, and we just wanted to show them today that we could do the country proud.
And that is as much satisfaction as the victory, that the areas that you wanted to improve upon last week, you must be really, really proud and happy with the performance and elements of the performance today.
Yeah, look, I'm proud. You know, some of them, you know, the backs, Amy Lee, I thought she deserved this today, and some of the other girls, they put on a fantastic performance. We still have a lot to work on, like England in 2 weeks. You know, it's going to be a big week this week. We're going to analysis and build on the mistakes we made and drive even further.
But how important can it be for this squad to get a victory like that, get a win in the ledger, and use this now as a springboard to justify all the work that's gone on in recent weeks?
Yeah, I mean, this is just the start. This is momentum building now, and we'll work on from here. And this is just the first step of the rest of our journey. We're really excited for the next couple of weeks and make a big stamp on the rest of the Six Nations.
Congratulations on the victory. Thank you for your time.
Well done, Sam Monaghan, as the Irish women take the applause. Loads of kids here absolutely delighted and shouting the house down before they head off home. Yeah, we thought a couple of weeks ago, Lindsay, when we saw her with the offload for Linda's try at the RDS, that she might bring something special. She's a good footballer.
She's a great footballer, she's a great person, she's a great athlete, but I think, you know, we've seen Sonny Bill Monaghan the last couple of weeks, but I think what Sam did today was basic, and the basic things she did well, set that platform, and she was a great leader today, and she set the tone, and I think Ireland built from there, and there was a couple of leaders on the pitch, but Sam deservedly got her Player of the Match award. And
yes, some of the less spectacular stuff. So what was she doing out there today?
Well, I think her scrum was exceptional. I think, you know, the scrums came under scrutiny the last 2 weeks, and as a loose head prop, I'm very proud today. We scrummed as an 8, our height really came down, and we manipulated the angles, and we really put Italy under pressure, and I think the second row is key to that, and I think Sam would have been key to that. I think she carried, I think she put in big tackles, I think she made good decisions, and she just did the basic things right, and that showed today from Ireland, our decision making and what we did with the ball, keeping the ball, really frustrated Italy, and we're deserved winners, and I'd like to say a huge congratulations to everyone involved today. It's been a great day and a much needed victory for many reasons.
Yeah, you're pleased, aren't you?
I'm very pleased. If I could do a TikTok victory dance, Tara, I would.
I have no idea what that is, but anyway.
Neither do I.
Will forgive me because of my age. But if you pull back, I mean, the Sam Monaghan story is important too, because it's about fresh blood and it's about a transformation.
Absolutely, yeah. Like, Sam is not playing rugby that long, even only the last couple of years, and obviously went over to England. They didn't have Gaelic football over there, so she had to turn to rugby, you know, and Giselle Mathers in Wasps, you know, brought her on, and look at the talent she is now, you know, so it's exceptional to see. Like Lindsay says, she can do the flashy stuff, she can throw the offloads, but she's also doing the dirty work, like in keeping the ball. What we wanted from Ireland today was to hold possession, to build phase play, and because of players like her doing what they were doing, we were able to do that, because she's not just holding the ball in attack and, you know, securing the ruck, but she's also making these dominant tackles in defence as well, which is stopping the momentum of Italy and allowing us to win the ball back really well.
Yeah, because you always know that there is that pace and handling ability out there, but it was trying to get the ball to them in the least complicated fashion, and it happened today. The ball just popped out the backs. They showed what they could do.
Yeah, but we need platform. Like we, you know, myself and Paul are ex-forwards, and you know, we always talk about these cliches about doing your job, and doing your job is keeping possession, securing ruck ball, making gain line carries, making dominant tackles, and they're the simplistic jobs that are really rewarding to our backs, because we give them good platform, we create space for them, then they do their job. And I think as a collective and a cohesive, as a full team performance, we've seen that today. And even those who come off the bench made a huge impact, and you know, the level didn't drop, it just continued on up, you know, and I think we were well worthy of our victory today.
Okay, and the trajectory, I mean, a lot of those silly errors were ruled out. The set piece, though not perfect, was hugely improved, and then back to what we were saying, the backs did the rest.
Absolutely, yeah. Like we were talking before, how much could they improve in a week, you know, how much work could they do? They had limited time together, you know, how much could they do in terms of scrum and line out to improve? But the improvement was phenomenal, you know. It's down to the little details, you know, their height in the scrum, which was much lower. They were much more together, they were tighter, you know. So looking at what Italy did to the French scrum at times, you know, in the previous game, you know, for Ireland to dominate in the scrum towards the end of the game was exceptional. Italy did steal their first line out alright, but after that they looked like they were solid, you know, and then you saw the confidence grow, because they knew they had a platform. So those kicks that they could put in, they knew that, okay, we have, you know, a high probability of winning this ball back from a set piece, which is brilliant to see, because yes, we have amazing backs, we have world-class wingers, but if we can't secure first phase possession, then, you know, we can't use them, we can't access them. So
but it was actually small improvements across the board. So it was keeping the possession, it was the small improvements in decision making, doing the basics right, and then obviously previous weeks we didn't have a platform off our set piece, and to improve and just have a banker ball at 2 and just win the ball at 2 was huge. It is about keeping the ball. We said that before the game today, and I thought they did that very well. And as I said, huge amount of work and huge improvement in scrum. Like, that can't be underestimated, because it's so technical, and you have to feel what you're feeling pressure wise and what teams bring, and sometimes you can only fix that during a game, because you can't you can only do so much preparation. So I think the small changes across all areas today that we highlighted made a huge impact overall.
Sure.
And I think their kicking game as well, you know, like we saw previously, they were trying to play from their own 22.
Well, we saw a kicking game today, didn't we?
Saw a kicking game, exactly, yeah. So Stacey Flood kind of took over
in the second half,
in the second half, yeah. So some lovely kicks going in there, but they were kicking to exit. They weren't keeping pressure on themselves in their own 22 or giving away penalties as they were before. It was much smarter play, it was much better game management, playing in the right areas of the pitch, kicking at the right times, and having a chase as well. So, you know, the decision making in terms of their kicking was much better today. Still a ways to go, you know, still improvement to be made there for sure, but definitely a big improvement from before.
Well, what I noticed was confidence. You know, it just seemed to happen about 20-25 minutes into that. They expected things to work.
Yeah, I think, do you know what? I think you could see a little bit of tentative energy, I think. And then once we got that try with Lucy Mulhall, I think I think the shackles were off, and I think we grew in confidence. I think we spoke about Stacey. She put us in good position, and then we seen the box kick as well from Catherine Dane. I thought she was immense. I think she was a conductor of everything we did well, and I think that leadership again showed at the half-back pair, and we needed those leaders with experience to step up, and we've seen that today, and I think it just pulled everyone together.
Yeah, I just dial it down slightly, because obviously the quality opposition today, it's good Italian side. A couple of changes because of COVID and all the rest of it, but can we apply those improvements and say yes, it's definitely going the right way?
Yeah, definitely. I think it's all relative, really, right? Because obviously, what they face down the tracks is a much bigger challenge in the shape of England, you know. So, but yes, we absolutely can improve within ourselves, you know. But yeah, obviously, Italy are quite an inconsistent team. We know that. But yeah, they definitely can improve to the level of competing I'm not so sure, but definitely within themselves and their own targets, yeah, they definitely can improve again.
Sure, and look, there's a two-part championship to be finished. There's England, Welford Road, we'll talk about that, and then there's the final game, which is winnable at Ravenhill, and we'll be up there enjoying that. But let's hear from the coach, Greg McWilliams.
Greg, congratulations. Great to get that first win, no doubt. How do you reflect on the Irish performance?
Yeah, look, obviously it's delighted. Like, I'm delighted for the girls that we got that win. It just, they put in such a great effort. They've applied themselves brilliantly. And it just goes to show, that the hard work will pay off. I think we need to be a lot better. I think there's elements of that performance, just like the last 2 weeks, that have to be better. But we'll take the win. Absolutely delighted to get 5 points.
But there's a lot of positives you can take.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe handling errors in the first half higher than you might have liked, but the set piece, the kicking game, there's an awful lot that appeared to be vastly improved on last week.
Yeah, look, again, take on board information really well. I thought at half time we had a very clear plan going into the second half. And I thought they acquitted themselves well. Again, I think we're going to improve, but we're going to be a lot better than that. But certainly, as I said to you, for momentum is so important for them as a group to get the win. You can see the relief afterwards. I'm just very proud of the players, proud about how we came down here. And I just want to say, thanks to the supporters and thanks to my family at home watching.
Yeah. Just a word on the support, behind us, people can't view it on television.
Unbelievable.
But you're going to be an hour before you get these players back into the dressing room, and that is a demonstration to the people that are here what they mean as much as the 23 that are involved.
100%. Just please get to the game. There's a group of people here, they're doing their best for Ireland, and they want to put the best foot forward, and they want to create good entertainment. They want to play the right brand of rugby. So the more people like this, I can't believe the amount of people that are still here now to see the players. It's incredible. And the players will obviously relish in that. It's great.
It's been well documented that the landscape of your squad will change now for the final 2 rounds. The challenge is now for the players who inherit the jersey from those who departed the Sevens to drive on what has been done in recent weeks.
Yeah, 100%. We used our full squad today, and we gave people good game time as well, which is important. I mean, this is a squad that are only going to develop and get better. There will be a change in the squad, and we're going to have new people coming in for the England game. But isn't that great? We've got to build a squad. England are obviously an exceptionally strong team, but we'll take things out of that and we'll continue to get better.
Perhaps it's too linear a way to approach it, but how much more potential do you see within this squad from what you've seen over the last couple of months?
It's a great question. I don't know, I just think we just need to not worry too much about that. Honestly, it's got to be small incremental changes and developments. I think we just go back to work again on Monday. We enjoy this time because this is why you play the game. But we've got a lot of work to do, and I think we just need to stick to task. So I don't really worry about down the line. It's just we've got to be better on Monday and enjoy these moments because they're good moments. You represent the country, you're winning for Ireland. It's what it's all about.
Congratulations, enjoy the evening.
Thanks for being down. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, Greg is honest as ever. And in fairness, let's be real about it. We're not talking about a multi-million-pound sport here. We're talking about semi-pro, semi-amateur, whatever you want to say it. But it's important that the rugby is attractive. And he's trying to play attractive rugby, and the women are playing it.
Yeah, and it's important that he gives players that licence to express themselves. So coupled with good decision making and getting experience from these games, I think we can only go upwards. We won't sugarcoat obviously the opposition, and understandably we've England in a couple of weeks without our Sevens players who are our professionals within the programme. So I think just take today for what it is. It was a good performance, it was an improvement across the board, and I think we just need to build on that. And I think as amateur players come back to work Monday, it's a lot better going with a smile on your face after a good performance and the country getting behind you, and it'll only instill confidence.
Yeah, the enjoyment word, it was a simple word, but it looked enjoyable for the women who were playing as well.
Absolutely, and that makes a huge difference when you're in a setup and in an environment, in a culture that is enjoyable, and you feel like you're pulling together.
Yeah.
It makes such a difference to performance, but also your enjoyment of it, and even how long players might stay in the game as well. If they're enjoying it, if they're these are young players coming through, and if it's a good environment to be in, then that makes all the difference. But performances do need to come with that, wins do need to come with that, but I just think it's great to see so many young people out here seeing that brand of rugby that Ireland are playing. It's so exciting to watch, so hopefully they keep going with that.